let's go ahead and start off by double clicking the icon. Okay, so we have the one line riser diagram demo. One other feature we have is when you select up like drawing name to enter data, if you right click, then you can spell check. So if I'm going to do drawing name and spell this wrong, right click, spell check, and now we say test at this name, and it changes it for you. And so most every place you can enter data, you can right click and do spell check. And here's some of the buttons that we have at this point. We have remove, restore grid. The grid helps you line things up. We have reset the grid. If you have items on the grid, you hit the reset and it removes the items. You have icon set 1, this set of icons here, and you have your second set of icons. You can add icons by right clicking in a square and going to one line diagrams or wherever. These are 99 by 99 dimensions. So if you're using a bitmap program, a bitmap image, you need to set it up for 99 by 99. That way the 55th line in the center up and the 55th line in the center, horizontal and vertical, is how we position these icons. So we'll go ahead and select this a BMP image and say OK. Now we've added a new BMP image. Okay, let's go ahead and reset the grid again. Alright, so let's start off by putting a transformer, a delta Y transformer. Let's put a contactor, or we can put a switch, disconnect, or we can put a fuse. Let's go ahead and raise this up and put a fuse there, and then we'll put a disconnect. Let's put a panel, and then we can put a disconnect after that. Then we can put some thermal overload, and we can put a fuse. But better yet, let's go ahead and put a four-way, and let's go ahead and add things off to the side here. Let's see here. There, that's better. And so here we'll add a ground, and we'll add another fuse, and then we'll add a couple of motors. There we go. Again, this is a demo, and we're not perfected. We're just throwing this in at no cost, and most of the time it works pretty good. Ah, there it is. Okay, so now that we've come up with our one line riser, we can start identifying it. So comments, click this, and this is a test of the demo one line maker. Okay, so if we preview it, we'll see that that comment comes up here. The next one we're going to put is a project name. This is spell first right, street project, and then when we preview it, now we see it's First Street project's name. The next item we can enter is the drawing name. This is motors. Okay, so now the project name is motors. TRA transformer 75 kVA, and we click it, it'll show us where it shows up there. So let's go ahead and position it over by hitting spacebar and clicking. Spacebar click, spacebar click, so that we can line it right up to the transformer there. Okay, good. So the next line is note 3, and we can line it up again. We kind of call this a 50 amp fuse. If we click, then we find out where it lines up, and then we could keep moving it over until it lines up the way we like it. Okay. And the next line is the starter, whatever you want to call this contact. Starter. Okay. And the next line is line 5 is the panel. Panel 444, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And line 6 is your disconnect. Okay. Okay. And then 7, 8, line 7, 8 is our fuses. Okay. And then we got line 9 is our motors. And we could do whatever we want, 50 horsepower, and then on the other side we could do 60 horsepower. See how that lines up. Oops. 60 horsepower. And let's see here, we need to go a little further. And a couple more spaces, and there we have it. And so anyway, that's how we line it up. Now we're ready to preview it, and we have the titles, test, project information. Then we line up here information about the different items on our one-line diagram, and you could hit this to print or exit. And again, you could switch between the different icons and choose or add the icons that you'd like to add.